Welcome to the Bravo Charlie Club podcast, making you 12 and a half minutes more awesome each week. He's Ben. I'm Richard. As always, let's go. Ben, how you doing this week?
Awesome, mate. As always, indeed. Episode 52. Now, let me tell you something. You know,
That's a year.
A year. You know, when you ask people how long you've been married and they say, 28 years or whatever, and there's always some, clown who says, you get less for murder. Episode 52 is a watershed moment for me, because when we signed up for this, I said, let's do one episode a week for a year, 52 episodes. This would be it. I'd be out. But somewhere along the line, you dropped in the hole, we're doing 100 episodes.
You kind of go the full century, I think. Yeah, just over halfway. Yeah.
Raise the bat for the cricket-loving fans. Speaking of which, new listener country call-out, mate, is Lebanon. So that's marhaba. It is a hello, a genial hello to our Lebanon listening friends. There you go.
Yeah. Awesome.
Mate, Fully Awake project this week. What exactly is thought leadership? What is that all about?
I love it.
Why do our thoughts need leaders?
Does anyone really know what thought leadership means? We could probably package this up as a conundrum, I think, but I don't know.
We've got a lot of conundrums today.
We do have a lot of conundrums. Thought leadership could be in there, but yeah, I don't know. It's one of those. Is that a marketing term? Do you think thought leadership is a?
Who let the first person get away with
Is it like someone who has opinions? Because that's pretty much everyone, right?
Yeah.
Or maybe they have loud opinions. I don't know. Maybe
someone was typing up opinions. Someone was typing up their title on LinkedIn, and they were like, "Oh, yeah, I'm a thought leader. That sounds good." And away they went.
Yeah. Middle manager, cross that out. Thought leader.
I rank it right in there with visionary leader. Like, I don't think if you're calling yourself a visionary leader, then you've nailed the brief.
Yes. Yeah,
I think if someone else has used the term about you, okay, that flies.
Maybe
I'll let that run.
Would you refer to them like if you have friends, you're going to say like they're kind of, he's a smart guy, or she's really got it together or something. They really get how this thing works. I wouldn't actually say, oh yeah, such and such is a thought leader. Like, would you? This just seems wrong. It's because it's such a disconnected kind of a term, right?
I just imagine this, old uncle following like thoughts around in the garden, and trying to herd them.
Yes. Where have all the thoughts gone? Yeah.
All right. Let's leave it alone. We haven't got in. We could laugh about this for a long time. We haven't got an answer. So it's not a thing. We're not allowing it. Travel tip of the week. These aren't travel tips per se as aha moments for me. I was in the exit row the other day, and this girl who couldn't reach the overhead locker asked me to put her bag into the overhead locker, which I was very happy to do, and then sat down in an exit row. And I was thinking, that's awesome. There's clearly no height limit for these rows, and that makes sense because we can all reach that red handle. And I had more room. So I was like, fantastic, bring it on. I want 5'5" and less. You're welcome to go ahead, own it. Just book the exit row and lounge out. So it just never occurred to me that anyone, I thought they were just chasing big burly guys, and that's why I never had elbow room. So it was a good win. I loved it.
Is the door hard to open? Have you? I've never actually had been in the position where I had to open the exit door.
Well,
although I did once when I was.
Yeah, go on.
Well, the way I was going to say, just like I made a casual joke once to the check-in staff when they were scanning you. They asked you, are you ready and able to assist in the event of an emergency? And I said, "Oh yeah, because I get to get off first, right?" And they didn't give me the laugh. You get the stony face. I'm like, yes,
it doesn't land, does it? And that's what I was about to say. You're about to tell me that story because I actually had a similar story where they say,
"Don't make a joke about the knife that you're carrying."
Yeah, having heard the briefing, are you willing and able to help in the event of emergency? And I said, last time I had to open this door, it got stuck. Am I going to have that problem again? And again, did not land. Like, come on, Ben, pick the moment.
Yeah.
What have they just? They've just briefed a dozen people, and they've got this cuckoo guy in the corner trying to crack jokes about emergency doors not opening. Yeah.
It is hard enough for them to get everyone's attention though, because everyone sits down and puts the headphones straight on.
Headphones
and they've got to go around and they've got to tap 10 people on the shoulder to hey, you come on, can we do because they do that special little briefing for the 14 and 15.
Sorry to interrupt your streaming of Seinfeld again. Yeah.
Yes.
There was one brand, and I've forgotten now, but they actually went and individually pointed at each person and said, "Are you willing to help in the event of emergency?" And you had to verbally answer yes. I think that was to clarify that you could speak English, because it was an English-speaking airline. Yeah, it was an interesting one.
Well, Virgin make you get the card out and actually pretend to read it.
Yes. Yeah. I'm a good pretend reader. Yeah, I've done that multiple times.
Well, it's all pictures anyway. It's a bit like IKEA. Who can really put that together? So I don't know. That you're the last off, right, when you're in row 14 or 15. And, it's not so bad when it
takes a long time for the plane empty.
From front and the back, but like when you turn up somewhere and it's pouring rain, they're like, "Oh, we're all getting off to the front today." You're like,
"Here we go." Anyway. Yeah, thanks for having me. Yeah. The second tip was, you remember we always use eSIMs when we're traveling. When I was in Japan, and we'll come to that later, I needed to get a 2-factor authentication so that I could use an app that I'd downloaded. And I thought, but I don't want to turn on data roaming because I don't want to pay for the international day pass at the penal local provider rates. So I didn't end up downloading that app. And I've since found out that you can receive 2-factor authentication SMSs, and it doesn't actually start the daily roaming charge.
Really?
So yeah, that's obviously with my local provider, and I encourage listeners to check with their own. But you can turn on mobile roaming, receive a 2FA SMS, and then turn it back off, and you won't be charged their daily rate. So that was, and I only found that out when I got back. So it's useful for next trip, but completely useless for when I was trying to use that app.
The one message is just like super small, and they give you 2 free messages. Like, how when you turn up in the country and you get that text that says, "Hey, turn on roaming to do blah, 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 blah," or whatever.
I don't think it's about the size. I think it's about the fact that you're receiving rather than sending. Like, as soon as you respond, like if you tried to send an email or send an SMS, then gloves off. That's you're using their service. But if you're just receiving the SMS, it's part of the package. So there you go.
Fascinating. Okay, sweet.
Hey, we got some listener feedback. It was interesting. Listener BH, he's concerned and wondering what happens to the black dots that I'm leaving in hotel rooms, and wants to know, are they being removed or are they being recycled? My guess is they're not being removed because they're actually quite subtle, and they're just blocking out an LED red on indicator. Yeah. That's my guess. But the reality is,
maybe you're flagged as the black dot guy.
And
they know.
I have started to use some of those custom black dots with, BCC image on them. So that's definitely going to be more of a thing to spot. But the reality is I haven't been back in the same room. Like, even, the one city that I go to the most and stay generally at the same hotel, I still haven't, to my best of my knowledge, been put in the same room. So
really? Wow.
Yeah. So I don't know.
I've been in the same room heaps of times, actually.
Yeah. Have you? Well, then you're the person who should be testing this, not me. But you're not bothered. You're not bothered by LED lights blinking in your eye. You're like some sort of.
Not really. I mean, I could just put a shoe over it or some proper vase up against it or something.
Now I've got to carry extra shoes instead of black dots.
Well, you take them off before you go to bed.
Oh yeah, that's true. Yeah, that happens, I suppose.
You could wear them to bed if you want.
Conundrum of the week, mate. There's trouble brewing in my household. Tell me what you think about this. Tell me what you think about this. What's the statutory legal expiry date for Easter egg ownership in a house?
Oh, yes.
Now, when I was growing up, I always had the impression that, it was Easter Monday, or 7 days, like 7 days, because you could generally remember who got given the white chocolate bunny and who got given the lint,
purple
bilby
one.
or whatever. Yeah. But my daughters have got an unbelievably annoying capacity to allow Easter eggs to just sit in our fridge for months, literally months. And honestly, I think it's
an
unreasonable.
admirable skill.
Yeah, it's definitely not something that I'm able to attest to.
Same.
But at some point, they have to become mine, right? Like, there's got to be possession is 9/10 of the law, and I own the fridge. So where do we sit on this?
Well, it's a tough one. We have the same challenge in our household. My daughter is actually incredibly happy to just we've still got a lint rabbit sitting there from Easter that I'm not allowed to touch and have been expressly forbidden from manhandling.
It's wrong.
But surely it goes off. I don't know. There must be a time out there somewhere. I don't know what it is.
It's probably more than the 3 weeks
at the moment.
It's probably more than the 3 weeks that you and I are hoping for. Like,
yes.
But I mean, I didn't even know Easter eggs had expiry dates because I never bothered to, let them last long enough.
The chocolate does go kind of yuck, Yeah.
Eventually. That's why she keeps it in the fridge, I guess.
Yes.
But yeah, okay. Oh, if we're circling around, like, I try to put a pin in it. I usually sort of say, I try to put it like a financial, the end of the year, 30th of June.
Fridge clean out. End of financial year. There we go.
That's right. Yeah.
30th of June. Yeah. I think that stacks up.
Yeah. I think one time they tried to tell me it was the next important celebration, which unfortunately in my house meant my birthday. And that was like in August. So I'm like, nah, we're not leaving Easter
miles
eggs.
Away.
We're not leaving Easter eggs in my house until August. Oh, what could go wrong? Hey, that's it, Richard. Listeners have been BCC'd on our week. To listeners, thanks for joining in. We always love hearing from you. Next week's show, we're actually doing a deep dive, special edition on my recent trip to Japan. Now, I've seen Richard's list of questions. It's definitely going to be a longer format one for sure, but it's going to be a fair bit of fun, so I'm looking forward to that. See you next week. Bravo, Charlie Club, out.
And that's the pod.